Disculpe, ¿ustedes hablan español?
すみません。私たちはスペイン語を話せません。
Ah, no problem. I can speak Japanese also. Is this your first time going to Spain? Hold on. Wow. Your Japanese is excellent. Where in Spain did you study it? I wish. I learned in America, actually. The cost of post-secondary school for American citizens is about 10 times the cost it is for Spanish citizens. I started with my AA in General Studies at Valencia, which cost about $6,200 for 60 credits, and then transferred to Florida International University to get my BA in Spanish. That one cost me about $12,400 for 60 credits, so I'm sure glad I started at Valencia.
Wow, well, that explains your Spanish. But how did you learn Japanese?
Well, while attending Valencia, I took a class that required me to do some reflection and determine in writing what my purpose in life was, which I discovered is to freely explore the world's diverse lands and customs while respectfully observing and engaging with their people and cultures, and reflect with loved ones on the insights I gain in doing so. Naruhodo. So, after figuring out my purpose, I applied the full extent of my talents for observation, reflection, and insight towards language learning, and used resources from my schools to enhance my learning. For example, my first school, Valencia, had a distance tutoring site that connected me to tutors for almost every subject offered there, including an extensive network of Spanish tutors.
Ah, so you found a Japanese tutor there as well?
Nope. But with their educational support, I became proficient in the Spanish language and humanities, and using Valencia's Career Center and links such as ONET Online and Candid Career, I determined with certainty that I wanted to become a translator specifically, rather than an interpreter. A translator is responsible for faithfully converting the written form of one language into another, and vice versa. This type of work in the language learning field offers me more freedom than interpretation, while still allowing me to engage with the different cultures.
Hola. ¿Ustedes quieren algo de beber?
何か飲み物はいかがですか？水をください。
コーラをください。
Dos aguas y una Coca-Cola, por favor. Anyways, after developing skills in translation and general communications in school, I pursued a 15-credit non-degree certificate program to earn my Spanish translation certificate. With my credentials in order, I pursued volunteer translation work and freelance translation work to build up experience for my resume. I then worked with various translation service companies to see if I preferred that style of work over freelance, and determined my preference based on that experience. Now I am a full-fledged Spanish to English translator. That is an amazing story, but
Ah, you still never told us how you learned Japanese.
oh, right, sorry. It's hard to focus sometimes at the ripe old age of 38. I just played Duolingo every day for the last 11 years.
Really?
Nah, just kidding. I chose to keep going to school after I got my Spanish translation certificate and continued learning languages and earning additional degrees. I love learning and might as well earn credentials while doing so. Japanese is one of the languages I've studied in my free time.
Ah. That makes more sense.
Well, look at me going on and on about myself. What's your story?
私は大阪の近くで生まれましたが、若い頃に東京に引っ越しました。